Did they drag me? Absolutely. They let me get dragged because I wasn't paying attention. I have been full on mounted by spirit on multiple occasions to save my life. And do you think that at that point I said, let me go find out what's going on with my spiritual walk? Absolutely not. I was in the club the next week. They was like, you's about a dumbass. And I was like, true. But Diddy and them is having a party and I want to go. So I'm going to just go. And they was like, all right, keep it up. They let me catch it. Whew. They let me catch it. They let me fight a spiritual battle that was like nobody's business. And they knew that it had to be that for me to say, hold up, ho. Hold up, bitch. Wait a minute. What had happened now? I got goons? What my goons do? Wait a minute. What I gotta do to set this up? How I gotta do this? And they was like, stay in the light. And I was like, okay. What else I gotta do? They told me what I needed to do. You think that I took that hit and was like, okay, they saved me. I'm going to dip and dip with this spiritual thing, but I'm going to go back. Absolutely not. I knew what my saving grace was. They showed me what was in store for me. They showed me what was meant for me. They showed me how they pulled me out of that. They showed me what this person was trying to do to me. They showed it to me clear as day. And I was like, you know what? That was my defining moment. I could either go dark, right? And I want to be a spiritual badass. I'm a war. Or I could elevate. I could take out all of the contracts that I signed and read them over and agree to them. All right, I'm going to do it. And I made my word my bond. They watched me make my word my bond, and my steps and my actions match my path, right? The path that was told that I should have been walking back then when I was dropping it like it was hot and busting it, right? Once I made that decision to say, I'm wholehearted. I'm 10 toes down for this. I'm 10 toes down for y'all. Y'all saved me and y'all threw me a lifeline, and I'm going to make sure that if my role in this walk is to throw down lifelines to people, then I'm going to do it with the character of one that is above all of the ego, all of the outside forces of this world that'll come in and mess you up. I'm going to make sure that I am true to spirit at all times, right? That I'm true to myself at all times. And that what I do is from the love. Right? From a place of love, from a place of wanting to help, and that desire of being that healer, right? Because I can only lead you to your healing. I can only show you the things that you need to work on. The healing, the actual work of that comes from you. I can help you get to those points, but you got to do the work. I'm willing to do that. And then once I said I was willing to do that, but I'm willing to learn, they said, all right, we're going to teach you everything. And I sat in it and I learned everything that I could. Read it, experienced it, walked through it, went through tumultuous situations again and again and again. And they watched me go through that, and I never tipped my hand and do nothing dirty to nobody. I took it to them every time. Anytime I had a beef, I took it to them. Anytime I had a problem, I took it to them. I didn't go and venture out on my own and say, oh, I'm this big bad bruja. I could go do, no. Because everything is not for me to touch. Everything is not for me to take it upon myself to do. That's why I have them. If it was on me to do it all by myself, then what would be the purpose of putting all this energy and stuff into them? Why I got these statues, these dolls, these energies, all of this blood I'm serving up, all of these ebos I'm doing, all these Orisha I'm receiving, all this stuff I'm doing, I'm giving it up for something. I shouldn't have to be working so hard to stay with my head above the water if I'm vibrating right, if I'm giving it my trust, if I'm on target, if I'm balanced, if I'm not letting the little things sneak in, right? Because y'all will give this facade that, you know, you're doing it all, but if you listen to yourselves, you're still lying to people. And if you're lying to people, that means you're lying to yourself. That means that you're still trying to make things work the way you want it, in your way, in your time. You have to give up that. You have to surrender to spirit and allow them to show you how it's supposed to go. You're not telling them how. I wish I would try to tell my madama how it's supposed to go. She'll flip my whole house upside down. Bitch, ain't nobody asked you how it's supposed to go. That's bitch, ain't nobody asked you. Didn't you ask me? Haven't I been here before? Do you not come to me for the information? Bitch, did I ask you? You can tell me what you would like, and I'm going to tell you how it's supposed to be. You think I ain't eating that? You would a spoon, a fork, a chopstick. I'm chomping that up, swallowing it, and going to sit down and shut my mouth. Hey, Luna Eclipse. Thank you, baby. So don't even get into, I'm going to tell my spirits, I'm going to make my spirits, you sound crazy. Elevated spirits are looking at you like you are here to be guided by me. I am a spiritual guide. I guide. You follow. That's how it works. I guide. You follow. When you are strong enough, you still realize that I guide and you follow. You gotta do it. Y'all gotta do what you're supposed to be doing. There is nothing keeping you from doing what you're supposed to be doing except for you. If it's not important, hey Pocahontas, if it's not important to you, then your actions are going to show just that. Spirit is looking at your actions. I keep saying that the currency is energy, right? Not coin, nothing else. Energy is the currency of the universe. We happen to live in this cosmos. This is where we live. This is us. This is us. This is where we here, right? While we here, it's energy. We got to go back to before we had these suits. We were spirits, right? It's still in there. Ori's still there. Everything's still there. What's important to you? Spirit is important to me because I know that that is my gauge, right? That is my compass. That is my everything, right? They are the ones who are so in tune to my existence here that they keep me upright at all times. In my sleep, in my wake, in my pain, in all of those things, they don't let me suffer, ever. If you're in a place and you're suffering and you're not growing, that means that you're not doing something that you should be doing. You haven't surrendered. When I say surrender, I mean you gotta surrender to the spirit. Who's yours? You. Your higher self. We came here to do certain things. And in the interim, life happened. And we lost it all. All we're doing is playing catch up to figure out what were we supposed to really be doing before life kicked us in the butt, right? I've decided to not let life and all the things that happened to me in my life affect what I was supposed to originally be doing when I got here. I am content with the idea that I've done enough living the fleshy human life to say, I'm going to be more spiritual every day of my life, right? You know why? Because I remember what my life was before I was so spiritual. It wasn't the greatest. I had fun. Yeah, the parties was lit. The experiences was everything. Today, in this walk, what has it done for me? Nothing. It gives me great stories. Does nobody care about my stories? That shit ain't saving nobody. That shit ain't helping nobody. It ain't helping nobody grow. It ain't helping nobody protect themselves. It's not helping nobody cleanse themselves. It's not helping nobody to get better and get on their path. Spirit did that for me. Not my past experiences of me being in the club, chilling. Getting the spirit in the dark. What do you mean? Getting the spirit in the dark. What do you mean? So once you make the decision to say, you in it to better your life, all doors open. They don't all open at once, right? They don't all open within a 90-day span of time. Don't stop putting timetables on it. When you're watching the timetable, Spirit is watching you watch that timetable. And they are not playing by your timetable. They're playing by their own rules. Their own... Oh, okay, the Spirit... I don't know that song. They're playing by the rules of the laws of the land, and in accordance to what is syncing up with you in this time and the current state of the world, right? Nature. What's happening around us? What's the energies that's going on? What's going on all across the cosmos at this time, right? If we are not vibing along with that, then you're fighting against yourself. You can't go against that and think that you are going to move smoothly. When we were children and we went to get into the beach, we would ride the waves, right? We would wait for the wave to come to a certain point to jump, to ride it, to get the right part of the wave before we get knocked over. Or if we did it too soon, we got knocked down or anything like that. Spirit is the same way. You got to watch the waves of the ocean, right? Which are cycled by the moon. All this is nature-based, right? In order for you to get the proper jump when the wave comes for you to ride it, you got to ride the wave. And when it's time for you to be able to do the right thing, Spirit will let you know. Don't rush it. But don't go too slow. Stop not doing. If you reach 1 week that you haven't done anything spiritual, kick yourself in the ass, because you shouldn't go not 1 week without doing something spiritual. And that you've been told that you have spiritual gifts, spiritual stuff in your corner, ancestors standing forward, all of that kind of stuff. You better get on your job. I'm not going to keep telling y'all to get on your job. Get on your job. Don't need someone to constantly be in your ear telling you to do the things that you know you're supposed to be doing. Y'all are not children anymore. Babies need that kind of stuff, not y'all. Don't be that. Don't allow yourself to get in that place, because that's where you stagnate yourself. You stagnate your growth. You kind of put cement shoes on yourself, and it's no reason. Take the cement shoes off and walk barefoot and see where your path leads you. Only greatness can come from that, right? In the beginning, there's pain, because you got to look in the inside, right? You got to look at all the things that hurt you. When you address them, you take away its power. Yes, certain things have happened to us. Yes, we've been in violent situations. Yes, we've been abused. Yes, we've been all of these things. And you know what? I'm still here. What did it teach me? Ask better questions. Pay attention to people's characters. Look at their family. Look at what they're saying. Look at what they're not saying. I heard them tell on themselves, but I wanted it to be that I was going to be different. Stop doing all of that kind of stuff.